Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And if you didn't know what school Carson Wentz came from, if you didn't know he had played at a 1AA or FCS level, and you looked at his measurables, you would say, now that's what a quarterback's supposed to look like. 6'5", nearly 240 pounds, with the ability to run the football as well. He has the goods.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Well, the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Throwing is Wentz. On the move to his left. And he connects with Ertz. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Let's go. Green.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one good for 10 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
And boy, on the first drive of the game, I kept waiting for the field goal unit to come trotting out, but they stayed put. And this is a real statement here as they get a 1st and goal.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Set. Blue landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a guy who, of course, started all 16 games last year, led the Redskins to the playoffs. He's in his 5th year now for Michigan State. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's his team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Remember, he had a pitched battle with Robert Griffin III, and head coach Jay Gruden selected Kirk Cousins. I felt like he trusted him more, thought he was more consistent. That was his guy. He made a big move in that direction, and Kirk Cousins rewarded his faith.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they run with Sims. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Sims. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of Back Live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Charles Sims, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is Hurts with it, right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Green Beckham has it over the middle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz now on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Wentz. Unable to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down following the run.
Tight end. Four down. All right, here we go. Play 19.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they run with Sims. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle to Garçon. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there and an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Screen pass to Sproles. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has him. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You got the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before it lofts the screen off to the back. Why did he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Watch left. Start right there. Here we go.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And Reed with it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Redskins are forcing turnovers, but they still find themselves in a tight game. The Eagles have to feel somewhat fortunate that those same turnovers haven't cost them more. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and 7. The catch is made in double coverage, and he'll end up picking up 23 yards on the play. Sticking with the same drive, Ertz has got nobody around him on the catch, and he capped off the long drive with the TD, giving them an early lead. Redskins come out on 3rd and 4. Here, Jackson will make the catch in traffic, and he ends up at the 49-yard line before he stopped on the play. The offense would later throw a pick to end the drive. Offense on the field now after the INT. Wentz has got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Riley's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Now following the interception, Sims is going to dart up the middle, and this run goes for a touchdown. Redskins tied up at 7.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leonis McKelvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Wentz now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go! Green 39! Gone!
Now the 11th year man, the Pro Bowler, Darren Sproles. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Cody Parkey now for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice, but here you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a Washington first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. He's got time. Ertz over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
To throw, it's Wentz. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and there he goes right side. Touchdown! Washington. Charles Sims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30. Now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Aguilar has it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now they're going to speed things up here. Wentz to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now Wentz again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Huff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now let's go. Green.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll run here with Sims. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Sims. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
holding. Offense.
Check down.
That penalty is declined.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Redskin defense. They get set for this next possession. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Seven yards remain now on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. Now Cousins. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So quite the turnaround in this one from a week ago. And in the meetings, I made a faux pas of asking, hey, did he tweak something last week? Because we thought he just didn't look the same, but he's fine.
And I was so glad you asked that question. I mean, you had to take the brunt of the whole thing, and, of course, I sold you out on it. But
took one for the team.
You knew I was there with you, right? It was a legitimate question, though, because last week we didn't see what we're seeing today. The quickness to the hole, the ability to make cuts, the good vision. We didn't see any of that. He seemed a little bit sluggish in last week's game. Not so this week. Whatever the preparation was, it's working for him.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And they'll run it here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They come out here in the eye. Throwing his Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Third and long for Cousins. Surveying the field. Caught left side, Garcon. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And quite the turnaround here. These numbers tell the story game to game. And what did he tell us before the game?
Well, he told us that he was going to be on point today. That last week was gone. Wasn't too worried about it. I was also judging his demeanor a little bit, too. It's one thing to say it, but he certainly looked like he was locked in and ready to go for this one. What'd you think?
Absolutely. Had a face of stone. He said he was going to be ready, and that has proved to be the case. 3 yards remaining here on second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. Boom, land it.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. Caught. It's Huff. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Last week, as you get a look at some of the numbers, he just wasn't in the mix, almost like he was out of the game plan. We couldn't figure out why, but here, he's fully in the game plan.
I like what you just brought up because when we asked the coaches about that, it was a little sheepish in there, wasn't it? That's when they admitted, yeah, we kind of neglected him last week. We've got to find ways to get him the football, scheme to get him open because they know he's a big-time weapon, so they're going to have...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all. Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.